Hi Sagittarius, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. Okay, we are going to just be sort of seeing what wants to come out for you today. We have been getting some super interesting messages this week, so I can't wait to see what you guys come up with for me. But we are also looking at love as well as a no contact situation as well. So whether that be a romantic no contact or, friend, family member that you're not currently in contact with, we'll see what wants to come out with that as well. Now, please like and subscribe to the channel. I do really appreciate your support, guys. I have recently posted our most recent full moon shadow work video as well. Highly suggest that one. Always good to be, facing that inner work that we need to do. So if you haven't seen that one, I do recommend watching that as well. But we'll get sort of straight on into it for you. I am using the Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck this week. I also have the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle. And when we look at the no contact, I've got the Angel Answers in regard to that as well. Okay, Sagittarius. What's going on for our Saggies? I'm going to put that one back. I saw what it was, but I'm going to put that back. What's going on for our Sagittarius this week? What does Sagittarius need to know? Had another one fly out, Saggy. Keen to talk this week, are we? A similar energy to the one I saw at the start there, but I'm going to just grab a layer of clarification. Okay. Clarification layer for our Sagittarians, please. Okay, I'm probably needing a little bit extra clarification here too. Can I just get a little bit more information about that first set? Why does Sagittarius need to know about that? Okay. All right. And that third set, some extra clarification for that third set, please. Okay. All right. So firstly here, I feel like this is kind of a standalone message, this first little bit here. We'll see how we go as we go along, but I do have the letter first and foremost, okay? So straight up, we're seeing some sort of communication, some sort of news headed your way. The letter can talk about, actual letters, texting, email, calling, in-person talking, online talking, all sorts of communication, all right? And that communication is coming through from somewhere in the social circle. We have the garden here. So that is the social card. So I do feel as though what I'm kind of getting a clear picture in my head here that you're going to be, because a lot of the time this talks about meetings and actually, physically seeing people in person. So I do feel as though that's where this conversation, this communication is coming through, that someone's going to tell you something. Meeting up with friends for coffee, at a work meeting, some sort of meeting or public space where you're, coming into contact with others. Where you're going to be, I'm really feeling that even though the letter just talks about communication in general, I really am feeling as though this is some sort of information that's being shared with you. All right, because what that's actually in regard to, and the reason you need to know about this is sort of giving me an indication as to what this communication is actually about, because I'm just getting this clear sort of storyline here of you're meeting up with a friend for coffee, for example, and this friend telling you about somebody else and their behavior. So I do feel I am getting that maybe so I'm just getting social circles. So it's kind of like you're talking to someone in your social circle and they're letting you know something some other information about something else going on in the social circle. All right, and what they're sort of letting you know about, it's got something to do with this mask energy. All right, so somebody around you is wearing a mask. All right, they're not showing their true self. They're possibly hiding something from you. I am getting that the reason that you need to know about this is this snake energy. Okay, so and it's coming through straight away as there's deception. Someone is hiding something. Someone is hiding themselves or something about themselves that you need to know about, and you are being told about this. You are being, it comes into your awareness with this communication. So it's kind of that vibe of meeting up with a friend and they're telling you, oh, so-and-so, they're not really like how you think they are. They're more like this because, they're actually, there's definitely a deceit involved, and that's why you need to know about this, because somebody is deceiving you by wearing a mask and not showing the truth or showing their true self. I'm kind of feeling here that if someone comes to you and says to you, so and so's not who you think they are, they're not as nice as you think they are, they're not, they're hiding this or that, I would err on the side of believing them because, it is showing us that there's some sort of deceit, and that's why you need to know about this so that you're not deceived by this other energy. All right, so that does just sort of feel like a standalone sort of message. I just broke another nail. Oh my goodness, all I did was scratch my arm, Sagittarius. Now I've lost the nail, but whatever. But yeah, that's why you need to know about this, so that you aren't deceived, so that you can avoid being deceived by somebody. I'm just intuitively here, I'm getting that for someone out there, one of you Sagittarius, it's like you're learning that someone's not in the financial situation that they've been making themselves out to be, and not in the way that you would think. All right, because normally when people put on a mask, they put on a mask that, oh, I'm well off and I can look after all my money concerns and whatnot. But I'm getting this vibe of this person is actually being like, oh, I can't afford anything. But someone's coming to you and saying to you, they're fine. They got their money sorted, and they're being deceitful because they're just trying to get stuff out of you. I'm just getting that for at least one of you. Okay, so be wary of those sorts of things. Listen to what this person tells you about somebody else, because even though it may be it may just sort of feel like it's a little bit gossipy. I feel like it's actually the truth about this person, and you can actually avoid deceit by knowing this thing. All right, so moving on, we do also have the cross, okay, and that has come through with the Tower. So straight away with that cross, there is this element of you holding on to, some burdens. You're still carrying some burdens from the past upon your shoulders, sort of thing. You're still a little bit heavy. I can see from the next, like I said, that first message just felt like a totally standalone message and it's separate to this. But, this message actually does feel as though it's like leading us into these next cards as well, which I can kind of see. I do have on the bottom of the deck the heart. Okay, so I am feeling that for a lot of you that this has got to do with past relationships, past love, these burdens that you're still carrying around, that are still sort of, affecting you. I feel like with that Tower there, I feel like a lot of you have kind of been, a little bit hermit mode, putting yourselves into seclusion a little bit while you work through some stuff from the past and dealt with that a bit better. The cross does have a very strong, spiritual or religious sense, trying to have faith. That everything is working out how it is destined to, but there is still this burden from the past that has been sort of weighing you down a little bit, and moving along there we do see the clouds as well. So you have sort of been a little bit in that energy of overthinking, and it's been heavy on your thoughts, whatever this past energy is that's sort of holding you down a little bit there in that tower energy. Putting you up in your fortress and not wanting to let anything in. It has kind of led to you being, a little bit anxious and just overthinking things and really sort of finding yourself in this headspace where you're thinking too much. I kind of feel like, and that's kind of why, with that cross and the tower, it's kind of letting us know, come out of that tower, stop overthinking, stop being so much up in your head and just have faith that things happen the way that they're supposed to happen, and rely on your sense of inner spirituality or religion, to sort of get you out of your head a little bit. I do feel with that, with the love card on the bottom of the deck there too, that it's kind of reminding us, get out of your head, get back into your heart, and show yourself some love, show love to the world and whatnot as well. But we do also see here the owls. All right, so the Owls card, it does talk about conversations, but they're very wise sort of conversations. So, rather than allowing yourself to be stuck up in your head, get some of it out of your system a little bit, Sagittarius. When I'm seeing the clouds and this particular birds card together, it does sort of lead me to believe things like, to advise you to, see a psychologist and that sort of stuff, talk to a therapist, talk to friends, family, your support network, talking to people, getting it out of your system a little bit so you can get back into that heart space, rather than, being stuck up in your head so much. And it's wise for you to look after yourself and look after the way that you're thinking about things at this time. So, be wise with the way that you are thinking about things, not allowing yourself to dwell on negative thinking, forcing yourself back into positive thinking. Sometimes it is a force yourself into, being more positive with the way that we're thinking about things and thinking about potential outcomes and whatnot as well. Make sure we're looking at the positive aspects, all right? Because that's actually been clarified by the ring and the star. Okay, so there's a wish here. There's a wish here with the stars there. It does talk about wish fulfillment. So there is a wish for some sort of connection, some sort of relationship. You do have some desires wrapped up in a relationship. And it's kind of just talking through, where you are in your headspace, getting that out of your system so that you can focus on the positive stuff, that this wish is going to be fulfilled for you, Sagittarius, that this is what you want. So if just for example there, if you're so wrapped up in your head, thinking negatively, oh, I'm never going to get this, I'm never going to get this, that's what you start to manifest. Whereas if you allow yourself to, be smarter about the way you're thinking about things and, positive affirmations and whatnot, you can actually start to manifest your true wish when it comes to relationship or, that sort of connection in your life. With the love on the heart on the bottom of the deck there, I do feel for a lot of you this is talking about love connections. So talking it out, talk it out, even if it's just talking to yourself, getting it out of your system a little bit, whatever burdens you're still carrying from past stuff, and moving forward into focusing on the potential positive outcomes that we see here, with that wishes card. This is having hope and optimism. And especially with that cross energy too, that does talk about having faith that everything will work out for you. Have faith that those wishes will come true, because, to see that wishes card there, a lot of the time, those wishes are on their way. You just got to let them, okay? But we'll have a look at love specifically. Okay, Sagittarius. What's going on for our Sagittarians with love? Sagittarius, what's going on for Sagittarius with love? Okay, so firstly, I feel like this is the energy you're finding yourself currently in or recently in. We have the self-indulgence card. Okay, focus on yourself, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. Okay, so I did mention at the start of the video, I did upload the full moon shadow work video on the weekend. So it's letting you know that it wants you to watch that video as well, okay? But we also have here, you know, like I said, I feel like that's sort of more current energy, past current energy. Whereas moving on, we do have the date card, okay? So that says meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, planning and setting dates. So, you know, have faith. Love is coming for you. And then, oh my goodness. What did I just say? What did I just say? I didn't even read this next card yet. Honestly, I had not even read the card yet. And then as soon as I looked down, I saw the exact words I just said. Okay, the Cupid's arrow card. Right here at the top. Have faith, love is coming. I know it's in reverse there, but look, it does actually say have faith, love is coming. Oh, the card, they really don't want to, the camera does not want to pick that up. Okay, but surprise invitations or meetings and hesitations. All right, so have faith, love is coming. So obviously, you know, I can't just get it clear enough myself. It needed to be, you know, actually written down and shoved in your face, Sagittarius, that you do need to have faith and you know, focus on those positive things that are headed your way when it comes to love. All right. All right, but no contact situation. Like I said, whether this is a romantic situation, family member, friend, whatever the no contact situation for you yourself. Sagittarius. Sagittarius and the person that they are not currently in contact with. Okay, so Sagittarius, firstly we have asked for help from others. All right, so we did also talk about that as well in when we had that birds card up there. Get it out of your system. You know, sometimes I was even saying, you know, sometimes that can talk about, you know, going and seeing a therapist or a psychologist or whatever. Ask for help from others. Okay, if you need help getting this out of your system, getting these burdens off your shoulders, go and ask for help. Ask friends, family. You know, there's people around you that love and support you, that are willing to listen and you know, help you through this. Okay, but we do see improving health. All right, so there is improvements happening in this connection. I feel like for a lot of you, this is just on an energy level, that this no contact situation energetically is slowly starting to improve. The health of that energy is slowly improving, and then within the next few months. All right, so it's going to take a little bit of time for that you know, to heal completely. You know, whatever's happened with that no contact situation, there is some energy that needs to be healed just on an energetic level. And then within the next few months, you may find that once that energy catches up, that you may actually come back into contact with this person within a few months' time. Okay, but ask for help from others at the moment to help you do your side of the work on an energy level and you know, get it out of your system, heal from that, and move forward. Okay, focus on yourself and that self-worth as well. All right, but that's what we have for you today, Sagittarius. I hope that resonated. You're more than welcome to check other placements, of course, but hopefully I'll see you all again soon.